thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I'm here to see all E-men.
The Arl? Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard the oil is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Oh, great. What is this shit we're gonna have to deal with? This don't sound good. Nope, this don't look good either.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You might have known my dad, Nukem Cousland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What kind of evil are we talking about?
Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without our Lehman.
You want my help? You don't even know me.
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
First, I got some questions.
By all means.
Isn't there a way into the castle and get to the source of this bullshit?
The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village.
Why don't you just evacuate the village?
I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead.
Ah, shit. So what happens after tonight?
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
Didn't I just ask about how to do that? Okay, I heard enough.
Then you will help us?
I don't say I got much choice, so yeah.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of Eamon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
The hunt for this fucking urn of sacred fucking ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
What exactly are these things that keep attacking the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Nice.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
So what happens after the battle's over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Okay, I got shit to do.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
I'm sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Who are you?
My name's Caitlin, my lord. Pardon my manners, but are you really Grey Warden? Honestly?
Where'd you hear that?
I overheard someone. I don't remember who. You're very handsome. I never would have... I didn't expect... Never mind. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
I can't even sleep. I close my eyes, and I see my mother being carried off. What have we done that the Maker allows this to continue?
You got any random shit that needs doing?
It's my brother Bevan. He ran off, maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him.
Have you tried looking for him?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Okay, fine, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Are you sure you didn't hear that we killed the king?
Could be that I did. We aren't going to turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can.
Do we?
You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
And you can call me Nukem, Duke Nukem.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop. The men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
Okay, what jobs do you got I can do?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why is he refusing to talk?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Sounds like an asshole. Nobody else can do the repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Okay.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
I haven't taken anything, you bastard.
Hey? You're not Murdoch. Who are you, and what are you doing at my door?
I'm not gonna torture you through a door. Open up.
All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
No guarantees.
Done.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
The name's Nukem. Duke Nukem.
Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself up in here?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
So you're just gonna drink yourself into an early grave?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
Yes, I fucking am.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
And what if she's already dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
Fair point. Yeah. Okay, I'll look for her.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Fine, I'll promise. We get into the castle, we'll look for her. That good enough for you?
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
Anything else that needs doing?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
And who the fuck is Dwin?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Okay, I'll look into that. Let's talk about something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
I need to speak with Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
There is one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Cousland perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
Right, let's see. Oh, there's a house here. There's somebody hiding in here. Whatever's inside that dresser, come out now.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Open up.
Ah, what are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Good.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
First, tell me what the fuck you're doing in here.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Tell me, I don't like secrets.
All right. I'll tell. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was grandfather's, and grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took mother.
Yeah, you had the right idea. You are indeed very brave.
Thank you, sir. But the sword is too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as someone like you.
Yeah, you'll grow up eventually. Just remember to take your vitamins. Don't worry about it.
That doesn't help us now. Caitlin says everyone's going to die tonight.
Maybe. Nothing's certain. Be brave, remember?
Yes, sir.
Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Don't worry about it. Go back to your sister.
But Oh, alright. I guess. She'll be pretty mad at me. But I'll go.
Let's knock on the door. Hey! Fine, I'll use my boot.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I go where I like, unless you intend to stop me.
No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Murdoch says he wants you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
You can either die out there or die in here now.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly.
Good man.
Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well. Go tell Murdoch you won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Oh, I'm gonna be at the front line, motherfucker. Let's see if there's anything else. Ooh. General store? Nobody in here.
It shall be done.
Lamp oil, and lots of it. That could be useful.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Want to talk about Dwin?
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I'll be back. Need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
I don't, but...
Well, he should.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
Shouldn't you be in the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
What's that elf doing in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
How's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it.
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I should talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
A pretty girl like you should be able to do better than this.
Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you?
Pretty enough to help you leave if that's what you wanted.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
How about not ending up in another tavern?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Not looking for company.
Shouldn't you be out with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
Heard your name's Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. Any reason for that?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
I asked around.
Oh, I guess that, makes sense. Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I was just told to... just leave me alone.
I'm not going anywhere. Start talking.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
I didn't say I was a Grey Warden.
I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the chantry before the sun goes down.
Stop right there. Answer my questions or else.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me.
Coward.
This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who were they who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
And what are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend this village tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
It'll only be a mercy if you survive.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope?
I got questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
What do you know about what's happening here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
And shouldn't you be helping defend this village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar, just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
You can either die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Van Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many of these fucking monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there any bullshit that needs doing?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay, carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
How about a kiss from the pretty girl?
You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it.
Just a polite little peck on the cheek. Traumatize the boy.
Oh my. Stay safe tonight. And good luck.
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
I want to talk about the situation.
Of course.
Why are you in here?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Should things go amiss?
Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the Chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
I got shit to do.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Let us pray. You are a stranger amongst us.
Yep.
Yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I have my own reasons for being here.
Which doesn't include protecting innocents. Regardless, I am grateful the Maker brought you to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth asked for holy protection for his knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures. a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
If it makes them think they're gonna do better?
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery.
Yep.
Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Yeah, this is causing havoc on my calves. Good thing I work out.
The Knights of Redcliff are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted some holy protection?
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
She gave me these amulets. Do you think these will do?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Glad I could help.
I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
How's morale doing?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'm ready to make my stand. Let's wait until sundown.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
No, there's nothing else I want to do that the game would let me do.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
The darkness of night. That don't look good.
They're coming.
Nope, that don't look good at all.